Hey, peace everyone. This is Illmatical. I'm broadcasting live and direct from New York City. Welcome to Finding the Light. I'm hoping that this is the beginning of a great spiritual journey for both of us, for myself and for everyone who stumbles onto this video and forthcoming videos. How did I come up with this whole video, this concept of finding the light? What is that about? So let me explain. Just some background on me. I'm 40, maybe 41 in a few weeks. All right. Yeah, life is good. But I was raised in a cult. I'm not blaming. It's not one of these channels. I was raised in the Jehovah's Witnesses. Now, I didn't know it was a cult at the time. Man, I'll get into that in forthcoming videos. I'm not blaming anybody. I don't have no hatred. There's good benefits. There's benefits. But long and short, around 2011, I was freed mentally. When I was freed, and I will share that in subsequent videos as well. Fortunate, I had some assistance, and I was just. But even years leading up to that, there was just so much conflict, and I was finally free. Fast forward to about 2013. I started seeing a lot of things involving intuition. I would have certain thoughts. I would see things manifest. I would think about certain random people, and then they would come, and I would see them. And I knew that there was some spiritual things that were going on in my life that I didn't understand. I knew once I found out that the Jehovah's Witness religion was completely false, and I don't have no anger for them and nothing like that. I realized like there was something out there that I was missing that I wasn't able to tap into. So I started reading different books on intuition, and I really felt like in New York City, in an urban environment, spirituality is essential because there's so many distractions. Before I left to Asia, I went to Asia for 4.5 years, and kept having synchronicity and events where I would think about things and they would pop into my mind. And I'll share that in subsequent videos as well. But even before I left, I realized that I wasn't in control of my mind. And even before I left, I had been looking at transcendental meditation. I'll give an example of something that happened. One day I was a contractor at the time. And so I was like, I want to get something to eat for lunch. I was crossing the street going to some restaurants. I said, in my mind, I'm saying, I'm going to get something healthy. 4 minutes later, I'm eating a greasy slice of pizza. And I realized, like, as I was biting into it, that the aroma carried me in another direction. And what I realized was that, that was like a metaphor for so many other things, whether it's sex, just violence, anything here. And there's so many distractions here in like an urban environment. And it's really important, really. I think in this kind of environment that we prepare ourselves mentally. But beyond that, I wanted to, while I was out in Asia, got exposed to yoga, Buddhism. And while I like facets of Buddhism, there are other parts I don't like. I got in tune with a person who I think was a very enlightened person. And she helped me to appreciate that, spirituality. And she helped me appreciate that she was a spiritual person. She wasn't a Buddhist, but one of the things I realized, like, she was an enlightened person. I think she was an alchemist. And what I realized also was that religions, especially like Jehovah's Witnesses or anything where people constantly give you information, they make you lazy, so you don't have to do research. But right now, I'm so happy that I am open to different forms of information. I grew up my whole life reading the Bible. I wouldn't even mind reading the Bible again and returning to it now as an adult, as somebody who's not a Jehovah's Witness, but as somebody who is just interested in information and sharing it and applying it. So why did I create this channel before I started running off on a tangent and talking about a million things? I just created this channel, Finding the Light, because I feel like spirituality is a journey. And I want to share that, and I want to learn. I need help because, like, there are things about There are things in Buddhism that I don't understand. Or one of the things I did like about the Jehovah's Witnesses is that when they would have Bible studies, we would study information and then we would meet and discuss it. And I just say to myself, why can't I just do that online? Like, why can't I read a book and then share my thoughts about certain passages of certain books? Like if I'm reading Eckhart Tolle, if I'm reading a yoga book, if I'm reading a Buddhism book, I can share my experiences of what I'm learning, and then I can get feedback from the whole internet community, the whole family of people in the whole world that I can share with. All right, and I'm hoping that I can look back on this, and in a few months, hopefully it inspires some people, and hopefully I've helped. I hope some people will help me. That's what I really need help, because I'm like lost. It's like I'm glad I'm out of that confine, but like I want something more. I want to get off of this rock. Is the answer in the pyramids? Is the answer with the alignment? Because I'm also very interested in things like the pyramids, studies by Zechariah Stitchin, things that Robert Bauval and Graham Hancock are doing or have done their studies. Like that's the greatest puzzle on this earth, I think. It is odd. Like I don't know if any of you know who Graham Hancock and Robert Bauval are, but like when it comes to puzzles and stuff, spirituality, I think if everybody would start watching American sports and start focusing on these things that are really important, who knows where we would be. In any event, I'm going to be talking about spirituality, physical spirituality, yoga, meditation, maybe martial arts even. Anything that's kind of like this that helps people find closure. And in the future, I'll probably start like interviewing certain masters and certain arts and stuff, bringing them into my discussions. But right now, it's just going to be me reading, getting questions, and speaking with people. And then also, I know that I made a journey out of a religion and a cult. I know that I can help people. All right? So, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing. And, hopefully we can hopefully I can, again, hopefully I'm trying to think of the best way to end this. So in any event, take care, and thanks for tuning in. All right, peace.